Audio Novels 2.0. Hello everyone. We are once again together in a new story. We hope you like it and that you enjoy it as we did when creating it. Eat healthy, drink water daily and do not overexert yourself. Take care and welcome to Audio Novels 2.0. I have to go on and get out of this dungeon. Reaffirming my resolve, I start to open the door. And what I see is the same field as the last boss, but with a big difference. This field has several rocks that measure between 10 centimeters and 1 meter both horizontally and vertically. This is starting to excite me. What kind of creature will come out? As I passed by and while looking around intently and, sploss, the slamming sound again scared me to death. Needless to say, I jumped subconsciously. Then once again a magic seal began to light up and, what appeared to me petrified. I yell with great emotion, it's an Slimo, and it's twice as big as me. It's 1 meter by 1 meter, I'm 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters. Then the slime began to move. Intrigued, I stared at it. It was moving towards the rocks and swallowing them. From what I can tell, the rocks aren't digesting inside him, they're just disappearing. That's pretty weird. And all of a sudden, fizz, out of nowhere he started shooting rocks at me. The first rocket left me surprised, so I couldn't dodge it and it went through me. I feel pain. When I realized a bluish liquid was on the wall where the rock that went through me hit, I start jumping from side to side avoiding the rocks that were shooting at me, the big slime. While dodging, with my tentacle I absorb some of the liquid on the wall. I turn into a cave spider, and I start to run along the wall. The slime starts to spin, increasing speed. This is bad. By increasing its speed, the amount of stones it can collect also increases. What do I do? What I do? Think. From what I see, the big slime, it only has the ability to shoot rocks. I jump, and return to my original form while shooting some acid, but the slime dodges it. The big slime didn't stop shooting stones at all times. I jump again towards the wall and one of the rocks rubs against me, hurting me a bit. I return to the form of the spider and I start to think again. That thing doesn't stop turning and shooting. Does it never get tired? Wait, I'm here too, running for 5 minutes and I haven't got tired at all. If I don't find a solution, this situation can last forever. Also, there is no use for me to digest all the rocks, because every 1 minute, more rocks start appearing. That's it, I already have it. Ahahahaha, I have a great idea. If I can't get close to attacking him, I just have to make him hurt himself. I jump down to the ground and return to my slime form, and start generating some paralyzing poison, start jumping around the rocks, and smear the stones with a few grams of my paralyzing poison, after spending about 150 grams. The big slime started to slow down. It worked. Apparently poison doesn't work on slimes unless they digest it. Now that it's slow, the stone's shot also slow down. Now it's much easier to dodge. This is my chance. I turn into the cave spider, and I rush towards the big slime. Now that it's slow I can see the heart more clearly. Running at full power I jump and put my legs together as if it were a kind of arrowhead. I manage to enter the big slime. I quickly transform into a slime and stretch my tentacles with all my speed towards his heart, and I am spit towards the wall, but not before I can grab his heart. I lift the heart of the slime and show it to the big slime. The big slime starts to melt, and the heart starts to generate another body. I quickly swallow it and start to digest it as fast as I can. The big slime's heart doesn't give up, and keeps regenerating his body. After 2 minutes of a continuous fight for survival, the heart of the great slime gave up and finished digesting it. I leap into the sky, stretching out my tentacle like a fist. Yes. This was one of the toughest fights I had. It was so much fun. Then a treasure chest appeared and this one was wooden just like the previous one. I open the chest with sparkling eyes, and what I see is, it's a little bottle woohoo a potion woohoo hey ha 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 great ha 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 I grab the potion with my tentacle and look at it closely and it has a little label on it that says lesser life potion woohoo it's a life potion woohoo. Breathing I relax, I say breathing, but I'm just imitating breathing, he he he. I quickly get excited again thinking about what kind of ability the great slime would give me. I quickly open my ability window, and if this, woohoo, appeared, the big slime right next to the spitting slime in the passive part, I quickly check what passive it gave me. I was fascinated by what I see. It's called gluttonous slime. Stomach acquired ability, allows you to store objects in the stomach, the amount varies depending on the maximum energy of the bearer. Yes, I jump for joy ha ha ha, yes, hooray, finally, yes, ha 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 ha, being a slime is the best wah ha 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 ha. After a few minutes of happiness, I calm down and try to put the bottle away. I put it inside me and think about putting it away. When I think about putting it away, another window appears out of nowhere, with a big wah a. I stretch my arms up. I'll say arms because it's easier to say than tentacles. I stretch my arms up in fear. Luckily I didn't have the potion in my hand, or I would send it flying. I calm my agitated heart, and look at the new window. It has a name on the upper part. With several squares like boxes, I start to count them and I have 10 empty spaces and one that says Potion of Minor Life X1 woohoo. I can put more in the same place woohoo. Leaving that aside I start to think, and apparently for every 100 max XP available I get one slot to use. It's interesting, very interesting, and the gluttonous slime gave me 100 XP, but it's not in the transformation part. I count how much max XP I have, and I have 1130, either. I lost 11 XP from the gluttonous slime's attacks, I gained more than I lost, that's good I think. The important thing now is that I can keep the monsters I killed. Of course, I'll have to stop digesting them, start killing them in other ways. I swallow about 30 rocks and exit the boss room, and excitedly start looking for a future victim. After 1 minute of searching, I found it, it's a young cave lizard, with 5 baby lizards, apparently the young man is the leader. I start to get excited, I open the window of my stomach, I select the rocks by one, and suddenly a rock appears in my slime stomach, I digest the rock by making it smaller until it has a diameter of about 5 centimeters. I throw the rock behind the cave lizards, and they start to go directly where the sound was, leaving their leader alone. I become the spider, and stealthily climb the wall until I reach the top of the young cave lizard. The lizard closes. I closed my eyes and turned my back, creating a bit of a web. I pretended to attack it. I jumped towards the lizard and at the moment it started to turn I stopped, holding on to the web created later. Once the lizard finished turning, I cut the web, and generating a little concentrated paralyzing venom, I bite him in the neck, in an area where the hard skin did not reach, and his defense was low. The lizard gave a small scream and stopped moving quickly. The cave lizard's babies, hearing the scream of the young lizard, quickly turn and start running towards me. I return to my slime form, imagining how big I will be when I eat them. But what is this? When I returned to my slime form slime, I was bigger, I was the same size as the gluttonous slime. The lizards try to bite me, but I quickly catch them with my tentacles and put them inside me. The baby lizards, unable to breathe, shake desperately until they lose all their strength, then I keep them in my stomach, then I swallow the young lizard and I keep it anyway. Confused, I open my skill status and try to verify what's going on. After a while looking at my skills window without seeing anything different. After 2 minutes of looking at my state like a fool, an idea came to my mind that never crossed my mind before, and it was the simplest. If by selecting for 2 seconds one of the passive or active roots, it gives me a window with more details, and logically, where I am in the center, I should also have a window with more details. I quickly try to select myself for 2 seconds, and a window opened. It said status window, and it said the following. State: Young Slime, Level 4. Life 140. Defense 25. Physical damage 3. Racial ability: Mold body. Mild shock resistance. Mild resistance to state changes. Whoa. I have a status window, and, I'm a young slime, wahahaha, I just evolved or matured, whatever, I just know that I've improved, The most that caught my eye is the racial ability of a slime, body shaping. Maybe that's why I was able to change size. I try to get bigger but it doesn't work, I try to shrink and woohoo, it works, wahahaha. I shrunk to the size of a little ball of about 5 centimeters in diameter, wahayajaj, it's me the mini slime, wahahaha. From what I just did, apparently the shape-shifting racial ability works, but only with the maximum size of the original version of my body. In short, since I am a young slime, I can shape my body in the amount of the liquid of the young slime, and on the other hand the slimes at the moment that they obtain some type of ability, they are considered young, or maybe it is something else, I do not have the complete information. In summary, I need more evidence, and, above all, I don't know if my change to the young slime state was due to eating the gluttonous slime, or due to leveling up. I returned to my original shape, 1 meter in diameter, and I